What you are looking at right now is not a scene from a high-budget sci-fi movie. It is not a computer-generated landscape created by an artist. This is our reality. This is our neighbor. This is the raw, unfiltered beauty of the red planet, Mars. The image gracing your screen today is one of the most geologically significant panoramas we have received in recent times. It captures a specific region within the massive Gale crater, located near the foothills of the towering Mount Sharp, Aeolis Mons. As you immerse yourself in this 4K visual, I want you to realize that you are looking at a history book written in stone, a history that spans billions of years, telling the tragic yet fascinating story of how a world of water turned into a world of dust. Before we dive into the geology, we must acknowledge the photographer. This stunning mosaic was captured by NASA's Curiosity Mars rover. This isn't just a machine. It is a marvel of human engineering that has been roaming the Martian surface since August 2012. This specific image, catalogued by NASA as PIA 26472, was taken on November 2nd, 2024. In mission time, that is Sol 4352. Think about that for a moment. For over 4,300 Martian days, this lonely explorer has been braving radiation, dust storms, and freezing temperatures to send us these postcards from another world. Let's break down exactly what we are seeing here. In the foreground, you'll notice ripples of dark, coarse material. This is basaltic sand, heavy, volcanic sand that doesn't blow away easily. Behind these dunes, the landscape rises into a complex arrangement of layered rocks. These are not random formations. Scientists refer to this specific area as the Yardang unit. So, what exactly is a Yardang? It is a term used by geologists here on Earth, often in desert regions. A Yardang is a streamlined protuberance carved from bedrock or solidified or semi-consolidated material by the dual action of wind abrasion and deflation. Essentially, you are looking at nature's sculpture. For millions of years, fierce Martian winds have acted like a chisel, stripping away the softer rock and leaving behind these long boat-shaped ridges. The sharp, jagged edges of these rocks tell us that wind, not water, has been the dominant force here for a very, very long time. The reason Curiosity is climbing Mount Sharp is that this mountain is essentially a timeline. The lower layers of the mountain were formed when Mars was wet, likely deposited by ancient lakes and rivers. As the rover climbs higher, it moves forward in time to a drier era. The rocks you see in this image are sedimentary. Billions of years ago, water flowed here, carrying mud and sand that eventually settled and hardened into stone. However, this specific Yardang unit is located high enough on the mountain to represent a transition period. We are looking at rocks that formed as the planet was drying out. The water disappeared, the atmosphere thinned, and the winds took over. In a single frame, you are witnessing the death of a habitable environment and the birth of the desert world we know today. You might notice the lighting in this image looks somewhat familiar, almost Earth-like. That is intentional. The Martian sky is typically a dusty salmon pink color, which casts a reddish hue over everything. However, the image processing team at NASA often applies a white balance correction to these photos. Why do they do this? It isn't just for aesthetics. By adjusting the lighting to look as if the photo were taken under Earth's midday sun, geologists can accurately identify the materials in the rocks. For instance, if a rock looks red, it indicates the presence of iron oxides, rust. If it looks grey or white, it might suggest the presence of silica or sulfates. This visual data is crucial for deciding where to drill next. Navigating this terrain is a nightmare for the rover drivers back on Earth. The dark sand you see is treacherous. If the rover's wheels spin too much in it, they can dig themselves into a trap. The rocks themselves are incredibly abrasive. Over the last 12 years, Curiosity's aluminum wheels have taken a beating, suffering punctures and cracks from driving over sharp, wind-eroded ventifacts like the ones seen here. To capture this view, Curiosity had to navigate past the Geddes Vallis Channel, a winding path that is believed to be an ancient riverbed. The fact that these rocks are so sharp and defined rather than smooth and rounded is further proof that wind erosion has been scrubbing this landscape long after the last drop of water evaporated. Why do we care about these dusty rocks? Why spend billions of dollars to photograph them? The answer is simple. We are looking for ourselves. Or rather, we are looking for evidence that we are not a fluke. Gale Crater was chosen as a landing site because it was once a lake bed. If life ever existed on Mars, even in the form of tiny microbes, it would have thrived in the water that created these sedimentary layers. Curiosity carries a suite of instruments designed to drill into these rocks, pulverize them, and sniff out organic molecules. While we haven't found definitive proof of life yet, we have found the building blocks. We have found methane spikes and organic carbon. Every layer we analyze in this Yardang unit brings us closer to understanding if Mars was ever truly alive. As you gaze at this 4K image, take a moment to appreciate the technology that made it possible. This image is a mosaic. It wasn't taken in a single shot. Curiosity's mast cam took dozens of individual high-resolution images, which were then digitally stitched together by the team on Earth to create this seamless panorama. Furthermore, Curiosity is a beast of a machine. Unlike the smaller rovers that relied solely on solar panels and tragically died when dust covered them, Curiosity is powered by an MMR-TG, multi-mission radioisotope thermoelectric generator. It uses the heat from decaying plutonium to generate electricity. This allows it to operate year-round through the darkest winters and the thickest dust storms, keeping its electronic eyes open for us. In conclusion, this image of the Yardang unit is more than just a wallpaper. It is a testament to the dynamic nature of planetary evolution. It shows us that planets change. Mars wasn't always a frozen desert. It was once a blue world, much like Earth. Someday, perhaps in our lifetime, a human astronaut will stand where Curiosity stood to take this photo. They will run their gloved hand over these wind-carved ridges and look up at the pink sky. Until then, these robotic explorers are our eyes and ears. They are our avatars in the cosmos. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. If you want to keep exploring the universe in high definition, make sure to like this video and subscribe. We have many more journeys to take together. Keep looking up.